Hi, my name is Dharmik Patel, and we're going to talk about the MCAS system on the 737 MAX. Here you can see the picture of a 737 MAX if you don't know what it looks like. So, was the MCAS the cause of those two crashes involved an MCAS system on the 737 MAX? I would say yes, the MCAS error related to pitch on Boeing 737 MAX was a little bit off and stuff like that. So I'm not saying the Boeing and FFA made the thing which was wrong. So MCAS is a system that enhances pitch stability on the airplane with the help of the horizontal stabilizer trim. It activates during in a manual flight with flaps up and at an angle of attack to make the plane fly properly and protect it in the air from getting into dangerous situations and stuff like that. So shortly after taking off on both flights, the MCAS repeatedly pushed down the nose and sent wrong information to the flight data system, which caused the airplane to pitch up like really high. We can't like that pitch, we can't really do that in like a regular flight, which caused a stall and then basically the plane fell out of the sky after that. And the Boeing lacked notifying pilots about the MCAS system and what it was capable of doing. They also lied to FAA about the system and stuff like that on the safety of the 737 MAX too. So we'll talk about how it works and stuff like that. So there's 3 steps involved in the MCAS system. First is the angle of attack sensor, which aligns itself with the oncoming airflow. So it has to be in a level flight so it can detect and stuff like that. The angle of attack is the angle between the wing and the airflow. Second, the data is from the sensor is sent to the flight computer, which can pilot see on the inside. If the angle rises too high, suggesting an approaching stall, the MCAS activates. That's the third step. MCAS automatically swivels the horizontal tail, so the back tail to lift the plane's tail while moving the nose down. So the back end goes up, so the front end comes down, basically. So yes. Next, there are the images of the crashes of 2 airlines. Not really, but just to get an idea. So how many 737s were grounded around the world? There were around 790 to 800 aircrafts, not exact, but approximately, were grounded all over the world, which caused financial failure to a lot of airlines and Boeing because some airliners like they ordered new Boeing 737 MAX, but they all canceled it due to these crashes, which had a huge impact on Boeing. So, yeah, overall, they made safety improvements, both the Boeing and the FAA, sorry. So these are the overview of the new systems on the 737 MAX. They made a new design of the body fuselage. They added new advanced technology winglets on each wing. They had aft body improvements, so by the tail and stuff like that. They also have a new fuel system, which is more efficient and stuff like that. They also added a new engine. They had a new design weights increased. They also changed the structures of the main landing gear and nose landing gear, which improved the overall safetiness of the aircraft. And some of these improvements were before and after those 2 crashes, so they're all written on here. So overall, the MCAS system on the 737 MAX was at fault for both of the crashes. The software was to make the airplane safe in the air while it was climbing during its flight. Boeing and FAA were both at fault because Boeing made changes during the development, which was not known by the FAA or the pilots. And they did that due to time, because they wanted to deliver these planes quickly, and they didn't have much time to do those testings and stuff like that, so they did those things and happened in those two crashes. After a couple of months of the crash, Boeing announced the new software requirements needed to improve, which we just talked about, and they were tested by the FAA, so they were safe. It also required some pilots to do some training, around 360 hours and 21 days with instructor-led training, and somewhat in the simulator, and which will certify them to be able to fly the 737 MAX, which is like a rating that they need to fly that particular aircraft. So yeah, overall 737 MAX MCAS system review is done. And my three sources are from Boeing.com, which talked about the software updates and stuff like that. The second one is a Seattle news company, which talked about all the crashes happened due to the MCAS system and the information related to it. The other one was engineering.com, which talked about all the flight data things and much more kind of like engineering things like maths and stuff like that. So yeah, overall, the MCAS system. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.